Well, kind of in a lull pattern here, waiting for season to get here, so I'm kind of prepping for winter, but got these air root pruning beds that I put together. I just did 2 of them for now. I'm gonna kind of see how it goes, but just layering in some mulch right now, wood mulch, building the tops here that will keep rodents and stuff out of it. But I got a bunch of chestnuts on order from the East Coast coming northeast. I made sure they were northern type that were gonna be good for our area. But basically these beds have to be propped up just like this, and there's a cage, mesh cage underneath. That'll basically kind of prune those roots off like they should be, and it'll kind of promote that side growth. And I'll be topping this with a bunch of leaf matter next, wet it down, compost, then we'll put all the nuts in there and seeds, and let them kind of overwinter naturally, kind of cover them, kind of keep them a little bit insulated so they don't get too cold. But kind of exciting. Just haven't showed much of the process on the build and stuff. Well, it's warming up now, but got it all in here. Got the bike, the scrape stuff, got all that done. It was actually kind of warm and waiting. It's kind of that October dry and warm spell that I don't want to do too much damage, but did a bunch of work this morning. Checked some cameras, moved some stuff around, freshened scrapes. But actually I'm coming in today. I was gonna kind of grind up a bunch of leaves if I could find them, but I ended up going to a little forestry dump, and there was actually some people dropping off some clippings and some shredded up leaves. So already bagged too, so I bagged up one extra, but should be good. I'm going to put them in these air root pruning beds. I'm going to wet them down, get them broken down good, and then I got the manure that I basically some composted horse manure. It'll go in there, and I'll top it off with all the plantings, put the cages on, and be good to go for the winter, hopefully. All right, so it's a beautiful fall morning and kind of fighting the urge to be in a tree stand. But as I continue on this little experiment, got all kinds of different medium in these boxes back behind me, a couple planter boxes, doing the chestnut planting and pawpaw trees. But went to Walmart yesterday, and they're actually kind of marking these down. I actually talked a guy into it. He said wasn't a big deal. They were going to get rid of them. So anyway, just got some potting mix, but I got all kinds of things in there. So I'm going to throw some of that on top, and then get these in the beds. Mentioned it being an experiment, and obviously it is, but got all kinds of different medium here I choose. So seen a bunch of stuff. I've got a little bit of insulation with some leaves, and probably going to use some tree bark and a little bit of mulch for the winter, but I'm worried about it kind of freezing too much. But I'm going to kind of water these in, letting it settle. I'm going to plant pawpaws in this bed. You can see all the seed right here, and that doesn't have to be protected. I just got to keep it damp. But I'm a little bit, like I said, concerned about the overall freeze, but I don't want molding. That's the hardest thing I didn't want to manage in the fridge, was like the seed potentially molding. You kind of want to, they got to stratify, which is that cold temp for several months, which is what they're going to get. We're almost November here, and these chestnuts, I got 2 different type. Sorry, not 2 different type. They're both Chinese. I'm going to start with that. Got about 3 pounds. I'm going to try to get into this box. So it'll be a little bit tight, but I'm going to end up watering them in and see how that goes. But kind of a trial run, and hey, it's fun. I'm going to give it a shot. Put some of this potting mix in to kind of mix in, but I've got a bit of mulch underneath. Got the the fabric mesh down there to hold, some manure, got some straw and kind of horse manure here. So we'll see. Could be a total fail, but gonna be fun trying. So here's kind of a look at it. This box here, I kind of spent a little more time laying them out. This is the chestnut box. Pawpaws over here, they're kind of spaced out. Like I said, if I can get 1/8 of these to go, it's well worth the time and a little bit of effort. I need to come in, and I'm going to layer over the top a real thin layer here of probably going to go with like some sawdust. I've got some other compost that might go over. I'm more of a thermal layer. I got a bunch of leaves. Like I said, this horse manure straw might go on, and I'm going to put the cover on this one. The other one I don't need to protect, but I'm going to try to keep it from getting too overly cold this winter. But I've got just a handful left over, so it worked out perfectly. I got 3 pounds in this box. These are just 4 foot by 2 foot boxes, so just gauging off of that. 3 pounds of chestnuts worked pretty well. This half right here, 2 pounds of it, actually, I did a hot water, 120 degree soak the other day, and that was kind of a recommendation from NEPA, I believe it was. The other ones I believe were ready to go, so I don't know if they took that soak, but I put them on the other side just as a kind of a test. And I've got some oak seedlings in there as well, just some I picked up the other day from a campus, some Shumard oak, so I'm hoping those will take as well. But anyway, they're just on the far end, nothing major, but I just wanted them in this protected box. Put the cage on here, and we'll update. I'll throw some photos in here, but we'll update this spring as they come out and hopefully emerge, and work on taking care of them from there.